This is Professor Porter. The course is called Trial Techniques. This is the breakdown of the topics and several subtopics under each. I'm in the introduction trying to answer some commonly asked questions about trial skills courses in general, like trial techniques. I ask, although it typically doesn't come at me this way, why should I love critical feedback? And one of the reasons I ask that is because the process of this course is not a professor standing up in front of you and lecturing about these topics. One of the reasons I'm putting them in videos and putting them somewhere else where students can find them when they need them. Instead, the process is student presentations, standing on your feet as many times as you can and making noises like a lawyer, standing up and presenting jury addresses, presenting witness examinations, objecting, responding to objections, presenting motions in limine, the things that happen at trial. And one of the reasons we do that is I want as many opportunities as possible for students to exercise what it is like to be a trial attorney in a trial skills course, and then for them to receive critical feedback from me. And part of the reason of receiving critical feedback out of love, and my students hear me say that all the time, is to incorporate that feedback, incorporate the feedback that you receive personally that's specific to your presentation, but also incorporate the general feedback that could help everyone in a direct examination or responding to an objection. So this video is talking about why do I want that process? Why do I want the critical feedback? I have a couple different parts to this answer. The first is, I don't think we realize this, or I don't think we talk about this enough, that you do not receive real feedback, critical feedback, feedback that's meant for your development and your progression in your profession, in life thereafter. And that goes for as a lawyer, as a professional. You just don't see a lot of, whether it's a trial attorney or another attorney, you're not receiving real feedback about your presentation, about your performance, about your lawyering skills. Seldom does a supervisor pull you in, managing partner pull you in, and you're having this real discussion about here's the things that you don't do well, or here's the things you have an opportunity to improve upon, here's the thing that could make you a better lawyer. You just don't get that. So my thought is critical feedback should be part of any type of skills course because it's the way we learn. We try it, we get feedback on what worked, what didn't, and then you try to incorporate some of it the next time you stand up, the next time you do a similar presentation. So one of the reasons you should love critical feedback is this is the time when you're going to get it. You're not going to get it when you're out there. We have a lot of people that are trial attorneys and other types of professionals that are convinced that they're God's gift to the profession, and really no one's told them that they could do this better and they could be making improvements along the way. There's also those of us that would say, I did get a fair amount of feedback as a trial attorney and from different ways in different environments and doing a lot of trainings myself. And part of what I would offer is, wouldn't you rather have it? I received it from judges at trial and from people watching me actually do the thing. Why not have it in an educational setting where a professor is the one giving you the critical feedback and you know they're doing it because they, like your colleagues in class should be, everyone is on your side and on your team and wants you to get better and wants you to be a better lawyer for going through the course and for gaining these skills. So I say, rather than get them out in practice and after a real trial, have as many simulated experiences that you can where you get this type of feedback. It really is trial practice, like any type of skill development. As an author that talks about skill development generally, and it's a trial and error type progression. That's the reason why people with years of experience might be perceived as being better on the whole, is because they've had more opportunities for trial and error. I've heard the analogy, that same author used the analogy of a skateboarder in a park trying to get a maneuver down. You're trying it, you're failing, you're trying, you're failing, you're trying, you're failing. That's the development, that's the process for something like that skill development, including trial skills. So if you think about it that way, you don't get it by just holding it back and I'll do it on game day, I'll do it at my first trial 3 years out in practice. No, don't. Do it as many times as you can before so you have these opportunities to trial and error and develop and grow. And as much as you can do it during your educational process, the better. And the last thing, this is probably the more controversial part of what I'll offer you, is you got to get over the perfectionist part of education. I think some of us think our educational journey should be here's the information, study it as best you can, regurgitate it on the exam, we'll give you your grade, move on, and we just keep patting you on the back and saying, great, great, great. Well, that goes well for sort of memorization, regurgitation type educational patterns. This is not that. It's trial and error. You don't want me to be quiet. You don't want me, as I always share with my students, to stand up and just applaud after you're done with your presentation. What you want is, no matter how good it is, or no matter how introductory it is, or no matter how much of a beginner or an expert that you display, you want me to have something to say, because it's all about making your next one better. It's all about that process of standing up, presenting, getting real feedback, incorporating for the next time. That cycle makes you a better attorney. So you don't want me silent, you want me to critique you, and you're going to love critical feedback.